Actually, it's all based around blocking off those sightlines from bench and shower. So I don't know. I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of thinking that was just sloppy play, like you said. But you got to give more respect to Prodigy.
Well, PartyParrots are going to be attacking first here. And we'll see whether they can do something a little bit more influential, shall we say, on Split. Spike just transferred over, so Angel, who quite often is the entry fragger of this team. I've seen him push in and get aggressive so many times, which is interesting considering he is the Brimstone. Maybe I would like to see Angel playing something like a Raze or a Reyna instead, but then you do lose so much in terms of utility. And at the moment, we're not seeing any sort of middle presence whatsoever. So despite the fact Angel has been able to work his way into ropes here, he isn't being contested, and he's communicating that to the rest of the team now. So they're going to force their way around to A, and they're going to try and pincer this. Make some noise A long. And then
they go the vision.
They can get all this gathering on A. Flash comes out, but Boris done so well to get two there, and that surely is going to be enough damage for the rest to rotate accordingly, push out of this smoke. But can we see damage from Angel coming from behind in Heaven, or is he just a little bit too late arriving to the party? Lucka gets two out of Heaven, comes Angel, but it is too late. Hip shuts him down. Prodigy take the opening round here. PartyParrots, unfortunately, just not able to win that opening engagement. Otherwise, they might have been able to get onto the site a little bit more efficiently.
Pora's done absolutely fantastic to get that spy cam up, get the information early enough. Then you see the collapse come over to A Heaven. And not only that, but he then gets the first two kills. The flashpoint comes in. SSK lands a really good flashpoint actually on the side of the wall there in Hell. But Pora's just done fantastically to get two kills out of that situation.
Well, PartyParrots, not the start they would have wanted here. As we see aggression now from Prodigy down middle. Paint shells just to push anyone back, and Rhyme follows the paint shell out, gets the connection with the SMG as well. And now they're just continuing this bombardment of middle, and they're looking out for frags. Pora has flanked round from B site and picked up 3. Dinks may be able to have found his way onto A and might be able to connect with one, but nope, Turco is wise to it. Hello, good sir, welcome to Ropes. You're going to be taken down 2-0. And PartyParrots just not able to get started really on that round, but now they've got weapons to work with.
Yep, and this is the true test. Again, we're getting to round 3. We'll see a bit more of an investment, and looking like you have a couple of Prodigy players hold on to the Spectres. I like that. I always like to see these held through. Sometimes see a bit of a more aggressive push to kind of, you know, maximize the potential of these SMGs, because obviously they're going up against 4 Vandals and a Phantom. So going to be interested to see if we see a little bit of aggression. We do have 3 players over towards B. All 5 members of the Parrots now stacking up, pushing through A main. Actually, the molly going to come down. Sky Smoke's not covering anything. Turco and Pora doing fantastic work. They find 4 and absolutely shut the Parrots down. Neural Theft gets popped. Angels going to get revealed. And there you go. The spy cam for good measure. What a fantastic hold from Prodigy there. And there you go. Pora will find his 3rd. This is looking spicy, Dan.
What on earth are the PartyParrots doing? Like, it's just basics. You're going up against a somewhat weak buy where there's SMGs, and you're taking a close range fight. You're going through a tunnel where you can just be sprayed down comfortably. I don't think they needed to go for a quick push there, PartyParrots. But I mean, I say the same thing. Like, they really struggled on bind when they went slow, so maybe that's still in their head right now. But what a round that was for Prodigy. I mean, just incredible spray downs. It meant they were able to rescue all of those guns as well, pick up all of those rifles and keep their economy so strong, whereas PartyParrots right back down into the gutter. And this, I'm feeling it already, is going to be a tough half for PartyParrots.
I mean, if they keep playing like that, you got to think, I mean, I'm absolutely with you. They should take an engagement in mid or anything. Just don't take the close quarters fight there. And Angel's going to find a pick onto Hip up in Heaven. But, I mean, fantastic play from Turco and Pora, obviously, to stack up there and you know, the timing on that peak is fantastic, but I don't know. I can't help but think the mid push on that round is 10 times better, Dan.
My only assumption is they maybe felt like Cypher might have been alone on that site because they knew the Cypher was going to be there potentially.
Angel,
though, has made this a 3K and made this a potential winning round, but Lucka shuts him down and he had to, otherwise this could have been scary. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 advantage for the Parrots. Spike is going to go down. Lucka needs to wait to be joined by his teammate. Not able to connect with that one, but they know exactly where he is, and he needs to be careful here. There's a player right down to his left. Shout will take him out, and maybe this is salvageable then for the Parrots. What had looked so awful in the previous round has been rescued, got to be honest, by Angel and his ability just to outshoot people, even if he only has a ghost. Or running out of time if he wants to actually go for this here. So it looks like the op is just going to be saved instead. Will connect with one SSK, gets taken down. But Shao is going to be able to save a rifle as well. Okay, PartyParrots right back into things then, and this maybe isn't going to be as bad as once thought. I was just a little bit scared after that third round and what unfolded, but things starting to look a little bit better now, and maybe that's going to be the confidence booster they so desperately needed.
Yeah, Angel puts his first kill on the board and then converts it into 3. Fantastic entry from him. Again, that round win kind of on the back of his performance there. Again, not really too damaging in terms of economy. I'm going to see a bit of a different setup here. We're going to see Pora now go over towards B. We have seen him over on the A side of the map. You can see he's already put his trap wires down on A and just going to utilize the spy cam on B. Lucka, got to be careful here because there's 3 members down there. Really aggressive angle from Lucka there, and it's going to pay off for him. Finds Angel in mid. Pora will find a second in the form of Shao. Again, now this round already, just in the first 15 seconds, just kind of, you know, you've got to put this to Prodigy already.
And this is where I'm wondering whether if Angel was on, I don't know, a Phoenix, a Breach, Arena, something where he could flash his way onto sites, would he be so much more of an influence for PartyParrots? Because his fragging ability seems to be second to none on the side, but just as a Brimstone, sometimes lacks the ability to be able to enter himself and hasn't had the support in certain areas either. But Prodigy taking 2 members of PartyParrots out, find themselves 1 player up. Artist will just put a wall down in case anyone's going to be pushing from there, but Lucka, as soon as he had seen him hop up onto the box, it was going to be easy pickings. And now just 2 of the Parrots remain. Do you go for this if you're PartyParrots?
I mean, it's definitely still winnable. They need to get an entry quick, though, because time's running out. 20 seconds. 1 player already pushing down through bottom mid here, and Lucka, you can see him holding tight on the pillar. He's going to get the audio cue here. Lucka going to peek around onto Hell. He's going to find SSK behind the triple. There you go. Nice cleanup. They went for the collapse onto B site, but that flank from Rhyme, he came through mid. He had all the information. Again, that's a free kill there when he came to back up Lucka.
Well, normality restored and PartyParrots losing yet another round, but they still have a little bit of money to work with. But they have to win this one, otherwise their economy going to be completely reset. Pora, really the standout player right now, 10-2. And a lot of that comes from the early rounds and how well he was successfully holding his site. But he's trapped up A ramp and then moved over to B site. So just continuously being unpredictable here to make things difficult for PartyParrots. And just like that, Lucka has been out-opt. And that's very important. We've seen the damage Lucka can do in rounds. Now PartyParrots can try and take advantage of this. Orbital Strike comes out so that they can push onto this site. Rhyme is going to be in prime position, though. Get a little bit of a spray down. They try and hit him through the box, and he can't connect through the cyber cage. Pora has picked up an AWP, and now he's trying to do a little bit of damage. He knows there's still 1 player here, and just as Shao looks away, he takes him down, gets the spike, and now this information can be provided to the team. Thinks he's been able to go and pick it up. Angel has done damage on the site here, so it's just the 1 remaining player of Turco for Prodigy. Let's connect with a first. And actually, this is doable with a 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
As Orbital Strike is going to force the plant off, sends both of them to the back of the site, has a Molotov to work with as well, but still plenty of time on the side of PartyParrots to get this spike down.
Yeah, 1v2 definitely winnable for him here. Both enemy players at 100 HP though, so you got to think the odds are stacked in their favor. Wall going to go down covering off that defensive spawn entry. Turco going to take a little peek out of heaven here. Bomb planted on default, so it's definitely going to be difficult for Turco to crack this. He needs to get a kill pretty soon. He's going to drop down into hell. They're going to swing round on this double swing in behind pillar. Dinks will find the headshot. Put Turco down. Nice round there from the Parrots.
I love how we've just defaulted now to just calling them the Parrots.
I'm honestly, every time I say party, I want to follow it with Pooper.
It wasn't there. It wasn't in my brain, and then you implanted that seed. It was like Inception, and now ever since, I can't help but think the same. So
I'm dancing around it. I'm surprised I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, maybe it will happen by accident by one of us, but until then, I'm just going to go for Parrots because it seems to be a little bit more safe. 4-2, and the Parrots certainly looking a little bit more secure in terms of their ability to push onto sites. It's all come down to that early pick, really. Shao finding the first one with the op was huge. Lucka has been such a big influence on this Prodigy side that if you can take him out of the game, then you usually find success, but Pora wins the Cypher battle. Hit will be there as well, can reposition with a bit of invulnerability. Now PartyParrots down to just 3, but they do have 2 ultimates to work with.
Again, just the dismiss on Reyna is just such a good self-sustainability there. You can be super aggro, and as long as you get that kill, you can get back to safety so easily. Now as we see Shao down in bottom mid, operator in hand, looking for something. Maybe going to find Pora. He will. Going to get a counter peek coming out from Lucka, but he's actually going to look back over towards B lobby, and now Lucka's got the angle, and there you see. Going to shut him down on the repeak. Nice clean up again.
And I feel like Lucka wanted that one. After being out-opt by Shao in a previous round, he was like, yeah, I'm not scared of you. I'm going to show I'm still willing to peek. But it's Pora, really, who has been the standout player on the side of Prodigy in this particular game. 14 frags at the moment. Not something you often see from Cyphers. They don't often get the chance to be amidst the action that much, but he's been able to transition from site to site so much that PartyParrots haven't really been able to identify where he's been holding, and therefore they've been pushing into him quite a lot. He has been the standout star player. As Lucka again, just quick peeking out of the smoke, making life so difficult for the PartyParrots.
Again, just the confidence on this guy. Every time he gets one, you know full well next round he wants to peek something again. You see Pora shutting down SSK in mid. Hip going to get a little bit of contact, loses that one to a ghost, but the double peek is good from the Parrots. See, Pora going to try and force his way out into ramp here. Does get contact through the cage, but he's going to fall as he tries to come back. But Lucka elsewhere did pick up another kill with the operator. Spycam going to come down here, maybe get some information over. That's a nice peek. Turco taking a headshot, and there you go. Rhyme on the flank will pick up 2 headshots in response. Another round going to Prodigy. 6-2 now, Dan.
I was trying to think what rhymes with flank, and then I immediately stopped my brain from going anywhere.
Don't go down that.
Definitely a dodgy path and a dodgy route, so I won't follow that one. Instead, we can take a look at the scoreboard again and see the money and PartyParrots on their final buy before they'll have to eco if they don't win this round. And I've realized the thing that I love most about Valorant and watching Valorant is it makes me want to play Valorant. And I think any game and any esport that has that ability to make you want to play is always a success in my eyes.
Absolutely. I mean, this is really eating into my ranked grind time, but I'm sure I can make the allowance, Dan, to be spending it with you.
Oh, that's nice of you. The X-ray showed us it was there, but Lucka didn't pull the trigger. An artist catches him through the smoke, maybe saw the barrel potentially, or it was just a very good prediction. PartyParrots, previously when their backs have been against the wall and they'd had a must-win, they have been able to win those rounds. They've done very well at getting that clutch factor so far this game. And realistically, I mean, in a normal world on Split, I'd be happy with 4 rounds. So PartyParrots at least halfway there and maybe edging towards a 3rd here, but there is a showstopper available on the side of Prodigy.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see another showstopper today, Dan.
There's been a lot of missed showstoppers that is for sure. Shao also has a showstopper available if he'd like to use it. Angel takes down Hip, and now B site is acquired. Rhyme, he's up in heaven. I don't think he will use the showstopper here. Maybe he wants to save it for a round that he feels is winnable, because 2 versus 5 doesn't really sound very winnable, unless he can get a frag here on Artist. Artist is going to get a little bit aggressive here, and Rhyme connects with the shots. Does he have any support? He does. Brimstone down in garage. Down in defensive spawn, sorry. And on the defensive door. Smokes can come out just to maybe give a little bit of coverage. And they need to make this push soon as the time ticks away on the spike. SSK, though, has a flash to work with as a counter. And it is just going to be backing off, but he backs off right into Angel's bullets. And PartyParrots with a third on the board.
Yeah, again, bit of damage control coming out of them. Don't want Prodigy running away with this half, but you can see this is the one now with 3 players, I guess 600 and below. This is the chance they have to kind of get some economy rounds. You talk about the freebies in Valorant when the enemy team can't force up too many weapons. This is the one they want to win now, Dan. So hopefully we can see them maybe even up this game a little bit. Orbital Strike going to get popped over Mail. That's going to give them some mid control, but Rhyme is going to move through that sky smoke. You can see him just holding that close angle inside. He's actually got vision on the door here, so if they do opt to push through this, might get 1 or 2. The showstopper comes out. He does get killed, but he manages to get it off, and Angel will fall. Pora going to follow up and find Shout. SSK going to get Pora down. Now we have a round on our hands. 3v3 situation here. We still have Dinks over on A main. Himself the spy cam. 2 members of Prodigy. And actually now going to go for a 4v3. So the man advantage going over to Parrots now. So there you go. Lucka with the counter res. Rolling Thunder going to get rolled, but Lucka will find a kill just as Angel pushes up. Hip going to find one as well. Uses the dismiss. Look at that. Immediately the round gets flipped on its head, and Hip in a disgusting spot right now to pick up Artist.
Doesn't want to commit to it, though, and I think that's probably the smart decision. Don't want to give any easy entries to either site for the PartyParrots. Dinks is already going to be in heaven. But Turco is in prime position to stop anyone pushing out here. Both players in heaven now are going to push and get aggressive on the defensive spawn. Can they find anything? Dinks gets the first one to hit. There is still 1 player in screens, but they're running out of time here. Just 12 seconds. They need to go, but they have to go through the fire and flames. The Molotov is down. 8 seconds remaining. You have to get a kill, but you're not able to do so. Turco holds so well.
That's a big round.
Again, just demonstrating how to play Brimstone and how that Molotov can be so important.
That's a big round. Again, you look now, the economy of the Parrots are actually going to force up through this. 2 players with 3,600 and 3,200, so only going to see the light armor come out from them. But SSK going to have to go for a Bulldog, and yep, you see that one pop up. Now we're in a tricky position, because if they lose this one, you got to think that they're going to go 9-3. This is getting tense now.
Shao going to push up with the rest of the squad all following. This is very much going to be a B execute. Showstopper comes through. Doesn't catch anyone though. No one playing ball for that one. And add that to your tally of Showstopper shots missed, but at least it was able to give the information to allow them to push onto the site and get this spike down. And now post plants have to be acquired, and they have to really think about this one. Where is the enemy going to be pushing from? Where can they position themselves? 1 player just heading towards garage, 1 back site, and the other 3 just holding different positions close to the spike here. Reyna pops Empress, and Hip is going to be the first onto the site, but walks straight into the bullets of Angel. Turco at least will get 1, but maybe Angel has done enough damage here. Still has the Vandal in hand, and he's just going back and forth around the pillar, and it's easy pickings for him at this point. Pura cleans one up, but Artist there to finish the round. 7-4, and PartyParrots. Well, one thing they've done very well so far this game is whenever their backs have been against the wall and they've been on essentially their last buy, they have picked up those rounds to stay very much in the game. Definitely.
And that again, second time in a row, that was a must-win round for them. And they absolutely closed that one out with a nice B execute. And like you said, Prodigy just kind of, they had to peel back with that showstopper again. It didn't land, but it gave them a lot of control. Pora had to pull all the way back through to the defensive spawn entry. So well played nonetheless.
And I do wonder, should the Reyna be the entry there when Empress has been popped? Yes, okay, she's got the increased fire rate and she's going to be an absolute beast, but maybe use someone else as the entry there.
Somebody should trade off of the Empress, I feel.
Exactly. And if then the Empress can get that first kill and at least get the trade off, then you've got the ability to kind of go invisible and really be a nuisance. At the last, PartyParrots get their 4th on the board, and they would love to make it 5, I'm sure. We have seen already an 8-4 scoreline on Split as Shao takes down Pora. Pora has been so successful so far this game. Will continue to do so. Will not continue to do so, apologies. As he's caught out. But Rhyme now is going to try and pick up the slack. At least he finds one, but Shao comes in with the trade, rightly so. Orbital Strike forces Lucca out of heaven. And now the plant again can come onto B, but the Orbital Strike is going to be there as a response. And it's just going to force the plant off and allow for a little bit of a push from this defensive side now. It's a 2 versus 4. This is not going to be easy, especially now the Boombot has given away the information here.
Yep, you can see already one player peeled all the way back to Garage. One lurking in hell. Angel playing this pillar spot again. Leah comes out. Pre-fire onto defensive spawn. Doesn't land. They'll find one hit. Cannot get the second though. Angel there to clear it up. Another really nice execute there onto B. And that will end the half 7-5. Not really too bad of a situation, to be honest with you, coming into a defensive split side.
Yeah, I think that PartyParrots will be more than happy with that, especially after losing the initial 3. And it would be really big, whoever picks up the pistol round here. And how many times have we seen in games already in Valorant just being decided on pistol round victories? Just you can essentially get 4 free rounds from winning both pistols. We'll have a slight pause as teams can have a little bit of a break and a little bit of a discussion as to how they want to approach this pistol round, because I mean they are quite complex, aren't they, pistol rounds? I mean, I know in matchmaking it's usually like, let's all run A, let's all run B, but realistically, pistol rounds being that important, you have to have some strategy behind them, don't you?
You do have to, and again, you do get a bit of a 50-50 split of teams that do opt for that whole brute force pistol round, and then you see some really intuitive kind of executes coming out on pistol rounds as well. I personally like, throwing down the fakes because, anything's possible with the Ghost when, 3 or 4 people forced up with the Ghost on both teams. It's the one-shot headshot at the right range, right? So those entries, as soon as they come, it's usually a very fast collapse onto a bomb site. Split's one of those maps, where, I mean, if you can put a Ghost in mid and get a couple of picks, you have full control at that point. And the defensive side kind of has to, peel back. And, the retake factor in these pistol rounds is always interesting to watch as well. So a lot of it kind of hinges on the first blood. You can see Artist actually looking for one in mid here. Going to get the information from the peek behind box. Hip now going to push all the way up to the bottom of mail stairs. Not going to see anything coming out of ropes right now, but they need to be careful because 2 players inside B heaven, and then you got Dinks pushing out to Garage, and he's actually just got the information. Hip will actually get the opener onto Artist. Pora will get Angel, but Shao trading 1 back. You can see now the spike going to make its way through ropes, and that's going to be a tall order for our boy SSK. Stepped up a little bit on this map already, but we really saw him shine on Haven. Let's see what he can do here. That's not what you want to see. Unfortunate timing there on the peak. Pora's going to find him, and that's going to be a sight.
I can understand the reasoning from wanting to try and reposition there and see if he can get into hell and maybe catch a couple of players dropping off guard, but if he'd maybe just played the billboard there, he could have potentially denied the plant and given a little bit more time to the teammates to rotate. Lucca is going to be waiting in heaven. Pora takes down Dinks. Just gets him through the box, but there is a Dink of Shao's own. Does have paint shells to work with, but he turns his back to the remaining player of Lucca. And Prodigy make this 8-5 and get the pistol round, and that is not good news for PartyParrots. as Prodigy will be gifted the opportunity to potentially go to 9, even 10 here, if they play their cards right. But a relatively simple pistol round in the end for Prodigy. Just recognizing where the rotates came from PartyParrots and then moving around accordingly. I always do enjoy a push through ropes into the A site. It seems to be a very difficult thing to counter against if you've already rotated a player and left heaven open. And once you have a heaven, it's just such a power play to be able to dominate that part of the map. Prodigy now with SMGs are going to head through middle here and take mid control, whilst the remaining 2 players are just going to watch the flanks of B and A, which is just really a smart thing to do in round 2.
It is, yeah. You can see a little bit deeper. Actually, you see Rhyme looking for a little bit of an entry onto B. You can see the spy cam on our mini-map, obviously kind of holding on to that. Artist has backed all the way up the stairs. You see, not going to give anything away on the heaven entry, and actually going to rotate through the defensive spawn. Looking like they're going to stack up towards A here, Dan.
No one has fallen just yet. The spike's still down as well. No one picked that one up, but now it is going to be collected as we go into the remaining 40 seconds. It looks like a B split is on the cards as the stacked away is not going to work out. The rotate comes through now that the sky smokes are there. Can Cypher do any damage? Thinks, can he do anything with this shorty? He does manage to connect with one at least, but don't think it's going to matter too much. As they're already been on site, they're already get this plant down, and here's Bora has the rifle, the one player who is going to buy up in round 2. Of course, it can be very detrimental if you die as that player with the rifle, but if it works out, being able to have that much power going into the next round is huge, but Hip will save that rifle now, and Prodigy with a 9-5 lead. Just gives them a little bit extra something going into this 3rd round of the half, having someone at least buy up a rifle.
And now, I mean, we're going to come in and not sure exactly if anybody spent anything on the side of the Parrots there. I saw a couple of shorties, but now we're going to come back. And this is, you got to argue, this is one of the crucial rounds here for the Parrots to get something on the board. Pretty much spent up. 3 players hovering around the 2-300, and then Dinks up on 6, but he's got light armor. So this one's an important one because, again, yeah, you got to assume they're going to make it 11 if they win this one as well. I'm going to see another heavy mid presence here. Artist going to catch a headshot through the edge of the wall there, but he does trade. Hip going to receive a heal as well. Let me try and re-peek onto that. Angel has backfield Artist here. He's going to try and hold this same angle, and Angel's going to find one, but Luck is there for the trade. Wall goes up. They are going to break through this, and actually Artist is just going to say, screw it, I'm going to peek you. He hasn't got his heal available, and he's down to 65 HP, so he needs to back up a little bit now. Artist absolutely desperate for that trade there to try and stop the push coming through, and there you go, Shao. Going to get timinged a little bit. Poor going to lose his life over on ramps. But 3 players of Prodigy now stacking up towards Mail. And Artist has repositioned again to the stairs. Sky Smoke going to block off his line of sights here. Let's see what they can do.
He's going to be behind all 3 of them here. He's flashed, but it doesn't matter. He takes down the first. Turco at least can turn around and respond. 30 seconds to get this spike down, so plenty of time. But Dink says, I'm not going to give you the time. Shao also comes through from defender side, and PartyParrots put their first defensive victory on the board. 9-6. But what damage was done to the economy? That's the real question. They should be able to get a decent amount of rifles. Hip's going to have to probably work with just the Sheriff. That's what always becomes a little bit weird when you go into this round. Like, you win a round and then you can't even fall by.
Yeah, now, see if the Parrots can build any momentum off of this. This one here, Poor, you can see getting that early information with the spy cam. Shout going to peek on, shut down Ryan, but Poor there for the trade actually, and that could be a bit of an opening in towards a site here. Wall has gone down this time on mid stairs. Neural Theft going to get popped. That's going to give the information away, and maybe we're going to see the spike rotate here, but actually looking like Luck is going to bring it all the way in. They know that they've got 2 members here. Nope, he's going to opt the other way now, going through sewers.
Hip with an incredible shot with the Sheriff as well. Means that he can at least pick up that rifle, I would have thought, which he has done. Empress popped. And now he Might be able to spot Angel here on this defensive doorway. Angel, though, will get the kill off screen. I mean that PartyParrots have the player advantage with Prodigy yet to plant. And here's Dinks from behind, finds one, looks for the second, but doesn't need to peek here. Can just wait and hold this angle and let the teammates come and do the damage. The flash comes through.
Nice.
SSK puts the 7th on the board for Parrots, and even though they had a little bit of a weak bite, they're able to get the job done now, and this is where Prodigy are going to be forced back to square one, and PartyParrots are going to have the money to work with, and their defensive comeback can start to begin.
I mean, this is good stuff so far. You can't fault it at all. Parrots definitely not making any mistakes. They're stacking up for these trades. They're not losing weapons unnecessarily at the end of rounds. You can see now they've got a bit of an economic cushion, so to say. So maybe they can get a little bit more aggressive come the next buy round.
Artist just having a little peek from vents at the moment. Hasn't been able to spot Hip making his way through for the Sheriff, and Turco got the opener onto Artist as well. Angel going to be the first point of defense. Does have orbital strike. Pops it into mailroom. There's going to be 3 members there, but somehow Locker still takes down Angel. He sits in the orbital strike and says, you know what, I don't care. This is going to be a trade that is well worth it. And they managed to... Can they manage to rescue that gun, Prodigy? Because they have the player advantage and they start to march towards B site. Cypher is going to be there. Breach also on the defending door. As Dinks goes through his one way and tries to get a bit of a spray down. SSK is there to take down Turco. Now it's SSK and Dinks there. As unfortunately for Rhyme, he's forced way back into Garage and the spike down now. This is probably not winnable for Prodigy unless they hit some World Star shots through Cyber Cage, which almost does, to be honest, almost connected onto Dinks. 30 seconds certainly means time is against Prodigy at this point. At least Pora has found a rifle. Unfortunately, his teammate goes down, and that probably means he should back off and save this, I would have thought. If he can connect with one and maybe gain the information about the damage that's been done to Dinks, he might think about it. I think that time has passed now, and Shadow finds him.
Nice.
PartyParrots. It looked a little bit shaky after the first couple of frags, but they were able to clean things up.
Yeah, and it brings us into a 1-round game now. 9-8 here. Parrots, 3 rounds in a row. Trying to mount the comeback here on the defensive side. Now you see a couple of operators go on the board, Dinks and Lucker. And again, look at the economy here for Prodigy there. They're back to tatters again if they don't win this one. See what Rhyme can do in Garage. Actually, Lucker going to get the first pick onto Dinks, as you would expect. This guy just keeps putting first bloods up. Absolutely love to see it. He's been a joy to watch today.
It's always nice seeing an op player playing as Sage as well. It makes perfect sense. Sage usually the slower agent, one who's usually at the back of the grid, as it were, just so she can heal and make sure she can get the resurrection. So a player who can op. The reason why they wouldn't be playing on the Sage, but Pora wins the engagement with Shout.
Yeah, it's going to bait the rotation out as well. Look at that.
They've done really well there. And now it means it's going to be a free entry onto B site here. Of course, they don't know it yet. And it is going to be a wasted showstopper, but it just adds to the list of showstoppers not connected with kills, but the information was gathered, and that's the important factor.
It's a zoning ultimate. We'll see the showstopper as just a zoning ultimate now.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, like...
Yeah.
Phoenix's run it back works in a similar way now, where a lot of people just run away from it, and I feel like it's the same with the showstopper. As soon as you hear that voice line, you instantly sprint away from where you think she might be, but Pora gets the spray down through the wall onto Artist. And this is going to be a round for Prodigy. And they're going to make it 10-8, and the streak of PartyParrots will at least be halted for now. I just love these skins. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again, but just seeing the skins makes me want to turn the game on and load up my own ones. And now I'm thinking about upgrading to the blue. Look at the blue.
Oh, yeah, see, I max upgraded already.
On how many? Just the Vandal or everything? Surely just not everything.
You really want to out me on stream? Yes, I upgraded the Vandal and the Operator. Okay, I told you I'm in a deep financial hole right now. Thank you very much, Riot Games.
Okay, but not the Frenzy and the Judge. Oh no. Oh dear. F's in chat for your bank balance. But 10-8 now for Prodigy, and well, they needed to stop the run of rounds for PartyParrots, so it's pretty good that at least they were able to get the early pick there. And again, it comes down to Lucka with the op and how much of a difference he can make. I wonder whether PartyParrots will recognize that and say, all right, we need to probably stop facing middle. As I say that, Shao goes down to Lucka's op yet again, but it wasn't middle this time. It was a long. He seems to be so unpredictable and moving all around the map. Time and time again, getting the opener. Can he find something else here on 8? He's been able to work his way into quite a commanding position. It's just a Cypher on the A site, but the rest of the team of Prodigy are working middle at the moment. We're just putting down a couple of traps. We'll pick up a Vandal to work with. Artist has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders if they do push ramp here. The rotation coming through from both teams as they realize this is going to be an A-site battle. But PartyParrots already a member down. Pora just walks straight into Artist as well. It was a slow peek. Odd, really. I was expecting at least some sort of fast, wide peek, but they run straight into Dinks, gets one through the wall, connects with a second despite the fact he was blinded by the Lear. And PartyParrots with a phenomenal hold here to make it 10-9. Prodigy maybe just taking a little bit too long with their push, allowing PartyParrots to rotate accordingly.
Yeah, really good start. Again, Dinks stepping up. We haven't seen too much of him on Bind. Again, he was looking fairly active back on Haven. Now we see him hit his stride again here. You can see 14 and 11. Angel really the standout player again, though, for the Parrots. And in those off-stream games earlier, we did see his stats were pretty insane in the games, to be honest with you.
Would you say they were insane in the membrane?
I wouldn't, but I'm glad you went there, because that means I didn't.
I'm always here to be worse than you. That's exactly what I do. Angel gets one onto Hip and a second onto Rhyme. And he is doing pretty well at holding this site. Very impressed with what Angel has had to offer. The shoulder peek comes through from SSK, but I don't think he actually saw Pora. So he's going to have the perfect little flank around here. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And oh dear, the shoulder peek just not working out. It means it's going to be a 2 versus 1 in favor of... a 2 versus 2. As now it's a 1 versus 1.
And that trap wire didn't go down in the defensive spawn. So Artist is going to come up here. Peek right, Turco going to land the tap and put him down. Really good stuff from Pora there. I don't think he expected both players to be stacked up so close already in the spawn area. Fantastic work from Pora again, just going all the way through a site. SSK trying to throw down the little shoulder peek, but all it was doing was feeding the audio information over to Pora, telling him he could move up.
Turco's been a little bit of an unsung hero for me as well. The amount of times he's clutched up and hit some really big shots when he needed to has meant that Prodigy have been able to find themselves with just a couple of rounds away from taking this series and going against all of the predictions that we've seen in the community. Like I said, 12 people on the spreadsheet I saw, maybe even more than 12, said that PartyParrots were going to take this one, but still time yet for them to rescue it, and they are on the defensive side of Split. Angel does have Orbital Strike, and he should be able to catch the first player. Does he get the second? No, can't quite control the spray down. That's where the Phantom might have been a little bit better for him. Turco there to respond. Here comes the showstopper, and we'll add it to the list. Doesn't connect because the kill was taken away right in front of him.
But more than likely going to see a 3v2 situation over on B site here. You can see one player rotating back through spawn already. Artist got a really good spot here on the edge of heaven. They're not going to expect this angle, but Turco going to shut him down. One player in hell as well. Hip finds Dinks. Oh no, you can't lose those. Fault line going to go through, but not close enough to follow up on it. Hip actually going to get off the plant right now and opt to put it on default instead. Actually, flashed himself out. SSK gets one entry there. Rhyme with the response. The fake comes out. Shao going to find Hip. Now this round falling apart right now for Prodigy. Rhyme, what has he got left in the flank bank? See if he can push up here. Shao's not going to expect this. There you go. Peeks into the spawn entry. Finds that. That's going to be a 12-9 scoreline for Prodigy right now.
Shout out to Flank Bank, by the way.
Yeah, Flank
Thank
Bank,
you
that
very
made
much.
me very much exhale through my nose a lot, and I apologize for laughing at you, but that was great. 12-9 for Prodigy now, and it looks like they are within touching distance of taking this series. Do I say going against the pundits? They're not really pundits, but very much
From Gary
people did
Lineker
expect.
from Valorant.
Yeah, Gary Lineker just comes out and says, yes, I think PartyParrots are going to win this one. 12-9. And PartyParrots have to have a pretty solid comeback. Well, a perfect comeback. They can't afford any mistakes at this point. Hip is going to get aggressive through middle, and he has found his way into mailroom. He's going to be able to take down Artist, who is caught literally with his pants down, trying to put the wall up. Turco at least gets one onto Angel as well. So now we're going to see an advantage for Prodigy pushing onto this B site. There is going to be a showstopper elsewhere, but it's going to be taken down. Borat with 2. And here comes Dinks, and there is the 13th round for Prodigy. They're going to win the series 2-1. Well, maybe